Hello, my name is Macy Ogden. I'm from Group Airy Gold. I'm going to be going over our capstone year-end report, performance report. So to get started, we did quite a few rounds. We started with round 0 and made it all the way through round 3 that we discussed over in our end of year report. This slide just kind of goes over the company organization and like each part that we all did. I personally worked on the production part of the video, and so did Shane. So that's the part that we mostly worked on, but we all kind of did this as a group uh, teamwork. This is our business plan. This just talks about how we want our strategy to be different from our other competitors because we were faced against several other groups during this simulation. We definitely wanted to focus our spending on products promotion budget to ensure that we have product awareness throughout this whole competition, and we want to have a large amount of fund advertising and public relations campaign. We wanted it to also be noted that once we saw like our traditional and low end products doing well, we decided to deviate from our actual business plan and focus on traditional and low instead of high end. So this was our balanced scorecard overall. This is kind of just showing how we did against the other teams through the rounds. We only had up till round 6, so we did fairly well. We continued to increase as each round went on. We did deviate in the second round just because we weren't sure on which products we were going for, but this definitely kind of just gives us an overview of what had happened. So this shows our balanced scorecard. This just kind of talks about how our stock price started out, any financial or internal business processes that we had, our customer awareness and how they felt about the company, and just kind of our growth overall. Round 1 we did well in. It was definitely a learning experience for most of us. So when we first started out, we definitely probably didn't do as well as we should have or could have, but we definitely realized that we can focus more on these low end and traditional products because they did well for us. We also wanted customer awareness to be high, so we definitely started focusing more into that. On to the next slide. So our overall analysis, in the first round, we were focusing mostly on improving R&D because we weren't sure where to put our products and our funds into. We had a good position according to the product's ideal criteria. We were also planning way ahead by improving R&D and putting them into the ideal spots. We definitely wanted a lot of improvements to happen, and we wanted Andrews and Baldwin producing below. So this caused their customers to buy our products, which allowed us to sell above our potential, but we should have been doing that on our own. We don't have any current debt in this round, and we did not take out any emergency loans, so that was a good way to start. So this was our round 1 analysis. Our unfavorable aspects, which I won't spend too much on. We had a low ideal profit. We definitely could have increased that. Our contribution margin was below 30, so that wasn't great for the first round, but again, we were still learning. We could have definitely maximized the first and second shift. For the low-end product, we were producing below our potential, causing a stock out, so we could have definitely had more profit from those products, but again, just the first round, so we were definitely learning where we needed to be as a company and how we were able to better produce for everyone. So overall, our analysis, some of the competition had better pricing as well as automation and capacity utilization. They definitely got a head start on that in front of us. Some of the competition invested more in marketing and customer awareness. So once we hit round 2, we definitely started focusing in on that. Based on our competitors for the next round, we definitely plan on increasing automation and marketing, as well as making our company way more attractive to customers. We definitely focused on long-term debt too to help with our investments. We kind of leaned off R&D because we realized we had them right where we needed them, so we definitely started focusing more on the products instead of improving R&D. This is our balance 2 scorecard. Again, same thing with round 1. It just kind of gives an overall idea of what had happened in the round. Again, we did well, but these were the first few rounds, but we just wanted to show how we learned from this to do well in the last few rounds. These are some of our favorable aspects. We increased customer awareness. We invested way more in automation. Again, we didn't have any emergency loans. We sold high end, so we started focusing again on this product. And we did really well in the performance market segment. So we sold almost as equal to the potential. So a couple unfavorable aspects. Despite our improvements, profits and utilization were still not ideal. Again, we weren't maximizing the first and second shift, but we started focusing more on this in the third round. And unfortunately, we did have stock out. So we could have produced more, but unfortunately, we didn't foresee that happening. So round 2 analysis. The competition definitely had more automation again and better pricing. This could be why they had a higher contribution margin. They also had a higher advantage with funding and borrowing money ahead of time due to not having to focus on long-term debts. We again plan on increasing automation and increasing funding for marketing. And we definitely want to better manage our company overall and make sure we have a high plant capacity and make sure our employee turnover is low. So this is our round 3 balanced scorecard. We started to do better in this round because we really saw what we were lacking and what we needed to focus on. So this definitely shows a higher standpoint on where we start. This is where we definitely made a huge turn in the competition because we started focusing on things that we were having problems on. Some favorable aspects is there was an increase in customer awareness, and also our sales started to increase from round to round right after our changes from 2 to 3. In our traditional market segment, EAT had the highest percentage in customer awareness and accessibility, and customer satisfaction score was greatly improved. We only had a couple unfavorable aspects in this round. Our contribution margin was still low, and pricing was not efficient for a low market segment compared to competitors. So we definitely focused on that from this round onward. This should say round 3 analysis. So the competition continued to invest quickly growing products that made the most profit and again had better pricing. We decided to stop making the product Echo because we saw that it was taking up more money than producing more money. So our sales weren't doing well, so we definitely wanted to have the extra inventory for other products and have those extra funds for other products as well. Our overall summary, the best decision our team made was discontinuing the Echo product line considering it wasn't bringing in any money. Our worst decision was probably continuing to invest money into failing product lines. We didn't spot them ahead of time, so we probably could have pulled those quicker and put money and those funds into somewhere else, but we didn't realize the price wasn't optimal. And we also learned that proper planning, communication, and decision making are paramount when running a business. It is something we all knew, but the simulation really puts that into a perspective for all of us. So these are our Tableau sheets. This first sheet just kind of shows how each company was doing overall. It showed like where our average line, so we were definitely close. Even though we didn't hit the average, we were definitely close behind with all these decisions that we've been making. This sheet 2 shows how our average definitely increased throughout the round, where we started and where we ended. So it was really nice to see that our product line eventually increased and we got higher, and we did hit the above average. We hit right on point, so it was nice to see our increase continue through the rounds. This is just a measure comparison on how well the teams did. So as you can see, we were getting close to average. We weren't there yet, but these were only up until round 3. Once we hit round 3 and above, we definitely started to see our numbers increase. And this is just the overall dashboard, just comparing all 3 of these. Again, it just kind of gives a different perspective on these measurements. These are the round by round. This is by company, and this is just comparison overall. So it's definitely nice to be able to see how in our second sheet, how we improved and how we were close in both rounds, even in round 3 to our averages. And these are our video links, and that is all. So thank you guys so much for listening to this video, and have a great day.